जनता का जो भी निर्णय है, जनता का जो भी फैसला है, उसे हम पूरी विनम्रता के साथ स्वीकार करते हैं। जनता का निर्णय सर माथे पर। मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी को इस जीत के लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं।
बाकी हार जीत चलती रहती है, वो ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है। तो अभी दिल्ली की टीम का तजर्बा वो हम पंजाब में भी इस्तेमाल करेंगे। देखो जी,
में कार्यकर्ताओं के बीच असंतोष है क्या? इस तरह की खबरें पंजाब से आ रही है?
नहीं, कोई ऐसा नहीं।
As the dust settles on the 2025 Delhi election, there are some fresh questions popping up in India's political circles. Remember, the Bharatiya Janata Party came back to power after 27 years in Delhi, with Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party reduced to just 22 out of 70 seats. What made the defeat worse for the Aam Aadmi Party was that most of its top brass, from Arvind Kejriwal himself, Manish Sisodia, Saurabh Bharadwaj and Satyendar Jain, all faced a defeat. A party and a leader that began from the grassroots, even called the most successful political startup in India in the last decade, now faced defeat on its home turf. So the first big question is, what next for Arvind Kejriwal? Can he bounce back from this setback after a successful run for 10 years in government? Secondly, all eyes are now on the Punjab government, the other neighbouring state where the Aam Aadmi Party is in power. Does the stability of the Bhagwant Mann government there in Punjab take a hit? And thirdly is the larger point of opposition unity. Does the Delhi verdict mark an end to the India alliance, an alliance that collectively took on the BJP head-on in last year's Lok Sabha elections, now finds itself at a crossroads? Hello and welcome, I'm Shubham Chohan. Let's get started. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann and the party's MLAs from Punjab met AAP Chief Arvind Kejriwal in New Delhi today. The meeting was attended by senior functionaries of the party, including former Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia. This was the first major meeting since the party's poor performance in Delhi last week. AAP says it was an organizational meeting and that it was meant for feedback and thanking everyone for campaigning hard in the Delhi elections. Some reports suggest the meeting was to assess the Delhi results and put a strategy in place for the 2027 Punjab elections. But the meeting also came amid reports on the future of the Punjab government itself. Speculations are all over the place that some MLAs of the Aam Aadmi Party are unhappy with the party's leadership and could be considering other options. Newly elected BJP MLA from Delhi, Manjinder Singh Sirsa, claimed in a video that Kejriwal was even trying to remove Bhagwant Mann and make himself the Chief Minister of Punjab. The Congress too waded in this controversy. Assembly Leader of Opposition Pratap Singh Bajwa claimed more than 20 AAP MLAs in Punjab were in touch with the Congress. Now on paper, AAP has 93 MLAs and the Congress has 16 in the 117-member Punjab Assembly. Bhagwant Mann dismissed rumours of a change in guard. Mann says that all is well within the government and the party. He also took a jibe at the Congress, asking them to count their own MLAs in Delhi, which is 0, then the MLAs of the Aam Aadmi Party.
रिजल्ट आ गया, उसको हम मतलब उस सर माथे पे लेंगे। बाकी हार जीत चलती रहती है, वो ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है। 2 साल पड़े अभी। पंजाब को एक ऐसा मॉडल बना देंगे कि उसको पूरे देश को दिखाएंगे। प्रताप बाजवा पिछले 2.25 साल से यही कह रहे हैं, तो उनको कहने दो, उनके पास है नहीं। उनको बोलो जी, हमारे विधायकों की बात गिनती मत करो, अपने गिन लो दिल्ली में कितने हैं। तीसरी बार
में कार्यकर्ताओं के बीच असंतोष है क्या? इस तरह की खबरें पंजाब से आ रही है?
नहीं, कोई ऐसा नहीं।
मंत्री कह रहे हैं कि पंजाब में तो सीएम ही बदल जाएंगे, ऐसा
अरे कहने दो, इनको कहने दो।
Now, elections in Punjab are still far away. They're due in 2027, like I said. So it's extremely premature to even predict what will happen then. But post the setback in Delhi, it is clear that Kejriwal has his eyes on Punjab now. A defeat there and the Aam Aadmi Party could sink further. After all, the party was the only political party, apart from the Bharatiya Janata Party and Congress, to have a government in 2 states, until recently, of course. But what's next for Arvind Kejriwal? Now, he's neither an MLA, let alone the Chief Minister. His party has lost 1 state and is left with Punjab, which too looks on shaky grounds at the moment. Now, there are a couple of options for Kejriwal doing the rounds at the moment. First is a more active role in Punjab politics. Ludhiana's assembly seat is currently vacant, so one way is Kejriwal contests from there, assuming he goes on to win and then becomes part of the Punjab government. Now that looks like a very outside chance at the moment, but again, it's a possibility. The second option is sparking more curiosity, and is that of a Rajya Sabha seat. A News 18 report says Arvind Kejriwal may move to the Rajya Sabha, which is the upper house of India's parliament. An AAP leader News 18 spoke to says it's a possibility that cannot be ruled out. Currently, AAP has 10 Rajya Sabha seats in its kitty. 3 are from Delhi and 7 from Punjab. The seats in Delhi have a tenure till 2030, while those from Punjab are valid till 2028. Now, since a Rajya Sabha seat is decided based on the strength of the MLAs in a particular state, the report says Kejriwal may choose to represent a Punjab Rajya Sabha seat as it has a majority of MLAs there. Some experts suggest this could be an opportunity for Kejriwal to keep himself in the limelight and also take on the Modi government in a more direct fashion in the Rajya Sabha, no less. In fact, here's what senior journalist and former AAP member Ashutosh had to say on Kejriwal's future.
But Ashu, do you think that Arvind Kejriwal now is facing a situation where he's damned if he does, and he's still damned if he doesn't do anything? Now, say, for example, these reports about him getting a backdoor entry into Rajya Sabha. Now, if you remember on the day when the election results were declared, we've never heard that a secretariat was sealed and for the safety of the records, and things, those developments were really shocking, and everybody started discussing why on earth was the Delhi secretariat being sealed. Now, if that is the kind of vengeance with which BJP is going to conduct itself, do you think that BJP is really going to spare Arvind Kejriwal even if he gets a backdoor entry into Rajya Sabha? Or do you see the possibility? You remember what Prime Minister Modi said while he was addressing the party workers at his evening victory speech, where he said that nobody is going to be spared, new files will be opened, we'll get into more investigations. So, which means that these are troubled times for Arvind Kejriwal. Even if he gets into a Rajya Sabha, things won't look very easy for him.
See, the Prime Minister himself speaking is an ominous sign.
Yes.
I haven't heard Prime Minister saying something like this. But on a day when the party was victorious, if he made it a point to say those words, that means it's a hard days ahead for Arvind Kejriwal. Very, very hard days ahead for Kejriwal. It's not about opening files or about investigations, but otherwise also. He's already in trouble because of the liquor scam and because of the other cases. So, and he has already been in jail for 6 months. So what I'm dreading is that maybe in recent future, again the same thing should happen to him, or might happen to him. Cases are still there, and
so you see the possibility of him going back to the jail again?
Absolutely. I have no doubt in my mind. Not only him, but others also.
My God. So what happens to the party as such? I mean, we are left with just few people, 22 MLAs in Delhi, and then you have about 94, I think, yes, 94 MLAs in Punjab. How do you think that the party is going to run? Do you think Bhagwant Mann will run the party, or for that matter, if there is a possibility and Sanjay Singh and Manish Sisodia might go back to jail again, then whom are you left with to run the party then?
It's difficult to point a finger at anybody, because crisis creates in own leadership. You never know, but I can only say that God forbid something like this should not happen to them. I had worked with them; they are my friends. They were my friends, so something like should not happen to them. But I could read the writings on the wall. It's very, very possible.
Lastly, let's look at the India alliance. Now, data shows Congress damaged AAP in about 12 seats in the Delhi election, meaning the Congress candidate here polled more votes than the eventual margin of defeat of the Aam Aadmi Party candidate in that seat. Now, these seats include the big ones like New Delhi and Jangpura. Experts like Yogendra Yadav say it won't be completely accurate to draw a correlation between the two, as some of the votes of the Congress are also anti-Aam Aadmi Party vote. But if you look at the last few weeks, Congress initially seemed to be unclear whether to take on Kejriwal or not. Then towards the latter half of the campaign, Rahul Gandhi targeted Kejriwal directly in some of his speeches. AAP was clear that it didn't want to ally with Congress in Delhi from the get-go. But eventually, the perception is that while Congress won 0 seats, it did manage to damage AAP's prospects in some critical seats. And we've seen this happen elsewhere. In Goa, Gujarat, Haryana assembly elections, an open fallout between the so-called allies has ended up hurting one party or the other. As expected, after the Delhi verdict, the fault lines got sharper. Samajwadi Party MP Ram Gopal Yadav said the Congress worked to ensure the defeat of the Aam Aadmi Party. The Congress says they can't be blamed for the defeat of Kejriwal's party. And amidst all of this, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has clarified that there will be no alliance with Congress in the 2026 West Bengal elections. She says the Congress is nowhere in the state and that her party, which is the Trinamool Congress, can win a thumping majority on its own. So can the Delhi election be a wake-up call to the India Bloc to sit down once and for all, understand each other's strengths and weaknesses, understand the fact that internal bickering can give an advantage to the Bharatiya Janata Party? Or have we seen the end of this anti-BJP bloc after their performance in the Lok Sabha elections? We'll have to wait and watch and see how that plays out. But that's all we have for this report. Do like and share this video, comment and let us know what your views are. And of course, subscribe to HW News English on YouTube for more such videos. Thanks for watching.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.